I'm the co-creator of Adagio with Charles Fullman. In a live string performance, the way the musicians perform the legato transitions can vary pretty dramatically. It's a lot more than just fast or slow. They can be slurred, clean, aggressive, flowing, feathery, pointed, happy, sad, angry. I think you get the point. The phrasing possibilities are basically endless. In existing string libraries, usually a few general sets of intervals are recorded, and then with volume ramps, different playing styles are kind of mimicked. A great result can be achieved with this approach. However, Trolls and I are definitely trying to push things to another level and achieve that holy grail of emotional realism in sampling. With that in mind, we spent a brutal amount of time and sampled 10 distinct legatos. And the difference between these goes way beyond just the dynamic and the speed. Each one of them has a very specific intent and style in their performance. We feel that's what separates Adagio from anything that's been done to this point.
In this video, I'm going to walk through one of our legatos in detail. This one is Instinct. It's one of my favorites. It's our nod to the lush sound of Jerry Goldsmith. The intervals have four-way round robin. I'll demonstrate more of what that means in a second here. You'll notice the slur between the notes is not too pronounced in this legato. It's just really smooth and flowing, which makes this one of our most flexible legatos. On this side of the interface, you have your mic positions. Over here, you have dynamics, which are controlled by MIDI CC1 or mod wheel. Volume expression is CC11, and down here is speed control. Speed control alters a variety of settings, allowing you to play faster. However, the patches load at what I consider to be their ideal natural speed. In the middle, you have the articulation list. This controls what notes are triggered after the interval transition. I'll start with sus crossfade. This is the approach we've had in sample libraries for a while now. It's several relatively static layers that you can crossfade to shape notes however you want. Next, you have our dynamic bowings. This is really the core of our approach. The emotion and vibrato clarity in these notes is a lot better than a static dynamic layer crossfading. Generally, these dynamic bowings don't have pronounced swells. They have a gentle arc, so you have just a subtle sense of the note breathing and kind of rolling forward in the church. I usually just pick one and cover almost everything with it, writing MIDI CC1 and CC11. I don't need to key switch a ton. I'll use the sus crossfade as a bridge to start phrases or carry me between various dynamic bows. I've written a few short examples to show you how this works. This first one shows the round robin intervals of Instinct. Notice the subtle variation in flow as the intervals rock back and forth. Instinct also works really well as a grand melody out front of the orchestra. The tone and emotion is part of the sample. The notes already breathe and have a real lyrical quality to them. I'm not adding a ton of MIDI CC controls to get this line how I want it. Finally, I want to show you our loure legato. Loure is simply a flowing series of repeated notes. Integrated with legato intervals, it's a type of flowing phrasing that you simply can't get any other way. Most of the legatos have several variations with different patterns and tempos. Here's what one sounds like exposed. This next piece puts everything together, combining loure legato with a couple dynamic bows. You'll be able to see in the interface window which ones I'm switching to.